Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Dr. Tapati's presentation. Myself Dr. Tapati. Already I have uploaded 9 videos. This is my 10th video. I am giving simple and easy explanations of every topic. Kindly subscribe this channel to help me and to help yourself. Today topic of the discussion is monoclonal antibody. I am going to give you a short introduction to monoclonal antibody and differences between polyclonal and monoclonal antibodies. Before I start the main topic monoclonal antibody, you should know about antigen, antibody and epitope. Let's recap them. First of all, I am starting with antigen. Antigen is foreign molecule or molecular structure which triggers immune response. Hence, antigen may be a whole molecule or molecular structure present on the surface of that foreign molecule. It may be protein, polypeptide, glycoprotein, polysaccharide, lipopolysaccharide, or sometimes nucleic acid. Antigen may be pathogen like bacteria, virus or other disease causing microorganisms, or our own cell in case of autoimmune disease. Let's talk about antibody. It is also known as immunoglobulin. It is a Y-shaped protein produced by the immune system in response to the presence of a foreign molecule or antigen. In response to the presence of antigen, our immune system will produce antibody. If you see the simple structure of an antibody, there are 2 light chain and 2 heavy chain to form Y-shaped antibody molecule. There are 2 regions, V region that is called variable region and C region that is constant region. Antigen binding site is present in the variable region. Antigen will bind with the antibody in this antigen binding site that is present in the variable region. Let's know about epitope. Antigens which are large and complex in nature are not recognized in their entirety by T and B lymphocytes. Lymphocytes only recognize discrete part or discrete site of any antigen, which is called antigenic determinant or epitope. Epitope is the part of an antigen molecule to which an antibody binds. If you see this figure, this is a large size antigen. There are 3 epitopes. Antibodies, these 3 antibodies only bind with these 3 epitopes, not here and there. When an antigen is introduced into the circulatory system of a vertebrate animal, epitopes are recognized by the B cell receptors and plasma B cells are produced. Then antibodies are secreted from plasma B cells. B cell receptors are membrane bound immunoglobulin. An antigen may contain several epitopes and therefore may induce different antibodies. In this condition, if we collect the serum of that animal, we will get all the different antibodies produced in response to the same antigen. Moreover, in that serum, there will be all the other antibodies produced as a result of the previous encounters of the animal with other antigens. In that case, such sera is called an polyclonal antisera, and all the different types of antibodies are called polyclonal antibodies. Poly means many. Polyclonal means antibodies produced from different clones of B cells. Many clones of B cells. I already discussed about passive immunization process. That is an example of application of polyclonal antibodies. Polyclonal antibodies are present inside the antisera or antitoxin and antivenom. As several types of antibodies are present in the polyclonal antibodies, they are used in agglutination and immunoprecipitation based methods in case of diagnostic immunology. Then, what is the definition of polyclonal antibodies? Antibodies which bind to multiple epitopes and which are usually made by several different clones of B cells are called polyclonal antibodies. However, there are several commercial applications of antibodies where it is essential to have only a single antibody species. These are known as monoclonal antibodies. Applications of monoclonal antibodies are in diagnostic testing, pregnancy testing, radioimmunodetection of cancer, radioimmunotherapy of cancer, treatment of cancer through drugs, viral disease treatment, identifying pathogens, tracing specific cells and their functions, organ rejection, and research disease immunization, etc. Then, what is the definition of monoclonal antibody? Monoclonal antibodies are the antibodies that are produced from identical immune cells or clones of unique parent cells. They can have monovalent affinity, that means they bind to the same epitope. Sometimes bispecific monoclonal antibodies can also be engineered, which can bind to two epitopes. Mono means single. Monoclonal antibodies means antibodies derived from single B cell clones. Let's discuss about the differences between poly and monoclonal antibodies. Polyclonal antibodies are produced by many B cell clones, whereas monoclonal antibodies are produced by single B cell clones. Polyclonal antibodies bind with multiple epitopes, whereas monoclonal antibodies bind with single epitope. Different antibodies with different antibody binding site present in polyclonal antibodies. All antibodies have same antibody binding site in case of monoclonal antibodies. It is a mixture of different antibody classes or isotypes in case of polyclonal antibodies. Single antibody class is present in monoclonal antibodies. Cross reactivity is high in case of polyclonal antibodies, whereas cross reactivity is low in case of monoclonal antibody. Less time consuming project in case of polyclonal antibodies production, but monoclonal antibody production is more time consuming process. Polyclonal antibodies are less expensive, but monoclonal antibodies are more expensive. Polyclonal antibodies have low specificity, but monoclonal antibodies have high specificity. Therefore, nowadays they are more popular as compared to polyclonal antibodies. Batch to batch can vary in case of polyclonal antibodies production, but batch to batch reproducibility is high or high homogeneity can be obtained in case of monoclonal antibodies production. Hybridoma cells are not required for the production of polyclonal antibodies, but monoclonal antibodies are produced from hybridoma cells what is hybridoma cell, I will discuss in my next lecture. In my next video, I will discuss on production processes of polyclonal as well as monoclonal antibodies. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to give any feedback, kindly write it in the comment box. Take care. Bye bye.